Having hope. SNL taught me somewhere in the 80s or 90s that lowering your expectations was for losers. I think it was a reoccurring skit for a dating service where the slow and dumpy found partners with other slow and dumpy people. I was afraid I might be one of those people. Well, the others thought I was one of those people. Turns out, I am not. I had family over recently, and my cousin looked around at what I had done with my life and watched me have a meltdown in Macy's over shoe selection, and with a heavy heart declared, "You have very high expectations." The sadness and hint of alarm in her statement marked me. I still ponder the meaning of that moment. I have no conclusions. It was one of many alarming moments that weekend. I let people into my world of beautiful things, and it seemed to make everyone sad. I would be sharing what was, to me, very normal life experiences because they were the only ones I'd known. And more often than not, they made people respond, "Oh, Shanzira," followed by looks of deep concern. I knew things were hard for me, but I didn't know it was so easily seen. I tried my best to make my life feel pleasing. Their looks told me, "Girl, you are hurting." That's when I felt it too. It would hit me right out of the clear blue. All my attempts to be happy seemed untrue. It was all very confusing. But back to high expectations. I didn't know that's what I had. What I want is a life of purpose, to share that with loving people, and specifically, a man that loves me and wants the same things. To me, a life of purpose is one where your work is your play because you love it so much. I want to make great music. I want to hang with others that want to do the same. Making music is so much fun, but I digress. I want to be in a community where we can all be trusting, free to trust. Now that would be a beautiful place. I guess those are high ideals. Expressing those thoughts brought much dismay to my cousin's face. I was talking about shoes at the time and not life purpose, but it's the same conversation. The frustration with not being able to find shoes I like. Nope. Finding shoes that I loved, but for some reason or another, I couldn't have. Not because of money, but by design. The most beautiful things were out of reach. They were right in front of my face. Others were able to have them, but not me. It's just not how they were made. In that moment, I cried. I tried my best to keep it together, to flip it over and see the good, but I couldn't do it. I was coming untethered, and this time there was a witness. Thankfully, the ones who did see, they loved me and let me emote freely. I don't believe they think less of me. They understood there were reasons this moment came to be, and they protected me from judgment. Many others would view this moment negatively, but they let me be free. For this, I give thanks daily. Because I have hope that being this honest would make me loving and invite love to live with me. I just didn't know the experience of having hope and honesty would be this embarrassing.